What is it about every new camera release that has us filmmakers believing that the next one is going to make our work much better? The next one is suddenly going to make us much better filmmakers. I don't know. Let's start with what we're actually talking about. Well, we're talking about the new Sony FX5. I will preface this whole video by saying, 1, I don't own it. 2, I've never been sent it. So you're not going to get a review. If that's what you're thinking, that's what this video is going to be about. And if you want that, hey, go on to some other videos, some other YouTubers. They've got some great stuff. I will also preface this by saying this isn't a shaming video. Not one bit. The camera looks incredible. I want to just dig a little bit further into the sort of mindset behind every new camera release and what it actually does to us, good and bad. Let me just put one truth out there. This might ruffle some feathers. Gear is easy to measure. Think about it. The YouTube space is dominated by gear and tech, partially. I mean, entertainment's a big part of the world as well. The point being is that with gear, you have objective things you can actually measure. You have specs, you have, in this case, dynamic range and charts and things like that. But in our filmmaking endeavor, you have creating a good scene, working with actors, helping them get the best performances. These things are subjective in nature, and specifically to, the filmmaker themselves. So what actually makes us better? Well, writing a great scene, understanding conflict, when to use silence, emotionality, rhythm and pacing, and shooting with a sense of intentionality, defining a scene and shooting with an intention. These things, they are a little more subjective, but these things take years to practice. And yeah, I said it, they often take years of practice. They're not something you can quickly measure or quickly assume straight away. So while all of that gear talk is always fun, let's just keep the central focus on those things that really matter. And here I want to give a little shout out love, because I think these filmmakers and these channels are incredible, right? You have Danny Gevirtz, which in the filmmaking space, I'm sure a lot of you know. Incredible filmmaker. What's up, Danny? You don't know me yet, but cool. Incredible films, incredible filmmaker. Yes, there's occasional talk about tech, but for the most part, it's on his storytelling ability. It's on the way he's intentional with his shots, the way he's intentional with his pacing, his sense of rhythm. All of those things. You have people like Of Two Lands, love his channel, great channel. Again, amazing footage, amazing films. Yes, he does review tech, but at the same time, his films have great emotionality, a great depth, and look really beautifully shot with intention, and he understands all of those filmmaking things. You have Nneka Julia, amazing. Love her. Her mini films are just beautifully done. Again, we're not worrying about the actual camera. It just has a certain amount of quality, and then it's all about how they craft their stories. And obviously Gox, I mean, everyone knows him, big channel, and boundless creativity right there. Amazing. A lot of the times the specs, they're not chasing the specifications of whatever, right? Yes, it's important to some extent, but they will go out and shoot. In other words, no new camera release is going to make them better. The fact that they've just been shooting and creating great stories and just kept practicing, that's the thing that really defines their films and their quality. Saying some controversial things, but think about it. Every new camera release has you believing that it's going to remove limitations that you think you have, right? But I just want to remind you here, great filmmakers, the ones that we've probably looked up to or we've been inspired by, they don't wait. They don't wait for the camera to remove the limitation. They just got out and shot. I mean, Sean Baker, great example, shot his film on the iPhone, Tangerine, and that was a great film. You know, intentionality behind his filmmaking and storytelling. Edgar Wright, you know, they just shot what they had. I guess there was a sort of quality entry that they needed, and then they just went and shot their film. Kevin Smith, all of these people. And I just want to bring us back to that nature to help us. I need to realize in myself, but I also want, you know, any of you listening to also hopefully remind you of as well. Technology is great. It raises the ceiling, it raises the bar, but the audience are about story, and they're about the impact of story. Let us end on a positive note. I don't want to alienate no one. Like I said at the top of this video, this isn't about shaming anyone or shaming the fact that you want the camera. Not at all. I like the camera. The camera looks incredible. But it's just to realign. This is like future-proofing myself and maybe some of you guys, in that every new camera will give you that sort of excitement. Let that pass, let that sit, because at the end of the day, if you want to make films, if you want to be a better storyteller, the thing that really matters, the thing that's gonna move the needle, is the practicing of your craft. So take what you have. That's why you hear so many of these, you know, sort of established filmmakers saying, take your phone and make a film.
You can make a film with it. There it is, right there. Okay, go make a movie. I mean, but what I'm saying is I think you want to express yourself in visual terms. That doesn't mean you don't use sound, but tell a story with moving images. How you would feed into the main industry of big budget action films, I don't know. That I don't know. But if you're burning to say something, you can use this. At this point in time, there's no more excuses. You can utilize an iPhone to make a film.
All they're really trying to communicate is that have what's accessible to you and practice. Practice, practice, practice. Because it's only through that you're going to find yourself, you're going to find the things you like, and the things that you potentially are going to get better at. If the camera helps you go out and practice more, great. If you've outgrown your old camera, okay, understandable. If this form factor is great, go ahead. But I just want us to recognize that it's all of those things that are a little less tangible that we need to really focus in on to make us much better. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm starting a newsletter, so a bi-weekly newsletter. So if that's something that sounds like you might be interested, the link is in the description. Go ahead, sign up. If you've liked my output so far, I'm gonna, that's gonna be contained within the newsletter. We're gonna look at scenes, or we're gonna look at movies, or we're gonna look at filmmakers. And hopefully there'll be some helpful tips and insight for you to make you better. That's my hope anyway. So if that's something that sounds good to you, go ahead, sign up for that. And I will catch you in the next video. Peace out. Till then.